This clip is a bit lengthy, but it's a preview of the account which I took from 455, as you'll see, down to something like 3.7. It was supposed to be 3.9, but I closed after a minor retracement. So there's someone who has been saying this is a demo. So I think this is just to give someone who will watch a preview of what has been happening here. You'll understand Africa and probably Asia are the countries that normally get the greatest amount of leverage from brokers, because somehow we probably don't have regulation of leverage. It's in Europe and in US. There are regulations that restrict brokers giving too much leverage. So it is very possible to be able to use a small balance in order to achieve high returns, but it comes with risk and some level of knowledge somehow. So I made an entry where there's some consolidation, but there was a bounce, and also it was within a trend line structure, or maybe let's say an equivalent channel. So I think waiting pays a lot. I did compound on my first trades right on the bottom were the first trades which I opened, and then when the market continued, I then opened the others at 42.60. Someone has a question: why do we normally open several trades where we can open one big lot? Here's the difference. When you have, let's say, 455, if you check margin, probably it's more than 455. When you talk of compounding, you will have, let's say, 455 ZAR as the balance, and then you opened trades worth a margin of, let's say, 200 or so. What will happen is that when the market goes into profit, it increases your equity. When it increases your equity, it also increases your free margin. So it allows you now to open other trades. Basically, that's the principle that happens with compounding and leveraging. So you cannot be able to open one big lot, maybe let's say at a certain point, and say your risk somehow will be taken care of. Your risk will not be taken care of. We check the formations as the market is pushing to the upside, or whether it's going down or up. We check on candlestick formation. If we have the right confirmations, we know when to enter, because the market is proving that it's moving to the direction which we are anticipating. So I open several lots because it's a matter of mitigating risk, trying to control risk. That is why you'll see over this video that every time I reach a certain level, I trail the stops of trades which I have executed before. So it's a long journey for someone to understand this. So you see, someone to understand this, because most people will not be so much thorough in terms of basics, formation, structure, balance, margin, what your margin can do, what your margin cannot do. So the arguments that people normally come up with, it's a proof of lack of knowledge, a pure proof of lack of knowledge. So, having more leverage, like this account is on something like 1:1 on ratio of leverage, with the broker that I will attach in the comments. And now, even on the trading system which I have designed for people or traders who would love to learn the strategies which I use to trade such setups, why I would know how far the market would go. It's about more like 3 strategies which are broken into the basic one and the advanced one, more like 6 packages, but with a lot of background knowledge of how to go about them. So it is attached in the system, which will keep on popping here over the video as I talk. So here's the history of that account. So I kept each and every move under record. You'll see I've made the video to even move faster because it was around more than 21 minutes is too much time. Not most people can have enough time to watch running trades for 21 minutes on either it's Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram, or even YouTube. Not unless it's a big video of YouTube or it's a live. So it's a summary of what has happened. So I have grown that account to that amount from 455 to 3 point something. So you'll see as the video runs how far I went. Once again, my name is Lereko-Mohau, Forex trader and mentor who is so passionate about pew charts. You'll see what I've used here is just simple technical tools just to even understand where is the market on smaller time likely to return. Those lines simply represent that. Are we still continue? What is higher time frame saying? Because you'll also even have to understand market structure. So you'll find that if you are still within structure, if you will see just next to this logo, that's where my target was. But I closed somewhere even before I get there because I wanted to book the profits I made. It's very important to book the amount of profits which you made because taking screenshots and making money flowers does not pay. The collected money is the only one that you can withdraw. So if you want to learn more about the strategies, how I do it, it's either you can get the full package of the system, or you can even have mentorship on the basis of the same system. So you see the balance. This is how far we're going. Imagine 455 up to a running profit of 3.5, you see. So you'll see I have closed something at you see 37.73. So see you on the next video.